Hey, what's going on, everybody? All right, so here's some raw information, right? Obviously, if you're in Beurax or you're in any Beurax groups, they're doing a lot of updates, right? There's obviously some concerns and doubts and frustrations and you name it, right? Lots of emotions. So I'm just going to show you, my back office, show you what I understand, what I know. I've been in constant communication. So first things first, we're going to go over to this link, which you can find if you scroll to the bottom of any page where you find all the information right here, right? You come to news, it should bring you right here. If we go to news, then you've got the most recent article, which was published today, and that's what I was clicked on. But we'll just go to the article here, and we'll go through this. So, I'm going to read it, right, and then just kind of talk about it. So, due to very high level of activity and huge number of transactions performed on replenishing and withdrawals of funds by clients, we need to reconfigure and optimize the system that is responsible for automating these processes. During this time, all requests for replenishment and withdrawals of funds were manually processed by our operators. Therefore, the processing speeds of applications has greatly decreased. And given that there are only 40 operators in our staff, it is physically impossible to process all applications because thousands of new requests are received every hour. In order that our clients do not in order that our clients do not have to wait for the processing of the created withdrawal request for several weeks, as well as so that our clients do not face lost profits in the waiting process, we have developed a special strategy that will allow us to solve the current situation. This will bring significant profits to each client of the company. In order to unload the system and allow it to quickly configure and optimize for further operation under high load conditions, all created withdrawal requests will be canceled and the funds will be returned to the main customer balance. In order for our clients not to lose profits, these funds will be used to carry out trading operations and placed on a new category of investment plans, compensation swaps for 20 working days. Withdrawal of funds in this is available at the end of the investment period. As compensation for temporary inconveniences, the interest rate on these deposits is increased and the amounts to 7% per day. The opportunity to activate the deposit in the compensation swap category will be available to customers until March 31st, 2021. Also, during the period of system optimization, another new strategy of investment plans will be available for Beurax clients called Agio swaps, if that's pronounced correctly. Investment plans of this category brings our clients 5.2 of net profit per day with the possibility of daily withdrawal of profit and return of the deposit at the end of the investment period. The term of the deposit in this category is 10 working days. The activation of the deposit in the category of Agio swaps investment plans will also be available to the company's clients until March 31st, 2021. Also, as a compensation for temporary inconveniences until March 31st, the size of all referral bonuses will be doubled. From April 1st, 2021, Beurax will continue to provide services for customers in line with basic marketing, as they've been doing, right? Their YouTube's phenomenal. P.S. Dear Beurax customers, despite the short-term delay, we continue to stand confidently on our feet and fulfill our obligations to customers. Our trading bots, as before, continue to bring high profits from the performed trading operations. And due to high volatility in the currency market during this period, we get even more profit. This is exactly what we are able to provide you with an increased interest rate on new categories of investment plans. But this, despite the possibility excitement from some customers and despite the short-term delays in payments, these circumstances will allow our customers to benefit even more from cooperation with Beurax. We are always on the client's side. Best regards. So, and obviously I've spoke to Susan, I've spoke to Nancy, we've posted a lot of those in our groups. So let's just kind of go into this and unfold what's happening, right? I'm in the same boat as everybody else. I have no affiliation as far as the corporate team, right? We're just very well connected and are getting the information um, as we continue on. So, jumping back here, let's refresh this. This is one of my accounts. And just about an hour ago, this was all at zero, right? So some commissions have come in here, and we're going to play with this. We're learning together, and I'm showing you guys behind the scenes of what I understand and what I'm doing. So anyway, we're going to back it up a little bit, and it looks like when you go over to financial operations and you go to withdraw history, and this is probably what all of you are experiencing. Any withdrawals that you went and did, I think starting pretty much Friday, if that's the correct date, it was around there. They were pending all weekend, right? And then they went ahead and pretty much pushed those over into a plan. So obviously, you see a few of them here, and they have the X's, and that's what they basically demonstrated. So, from my eyes and my belief and my understanding, is that they, had so many withdrawal requests. And then obviously when they announced that they were doing some system updates, everybody panicked and went and did more withdrawals, right? So it added to the problem, which is, it's totally fine. That's understandable that people did that. And, I naturally, usually when they hit a certain balance, withdraw anyway. So I'm pretty much just as guilty anyway when I was doing the withdrawals. Now, what they did to help out that process is because either way, these withdrawals wouldn't be hitting our accounts for up to a few weeks, right? They initially said it would take up to 3 days. I don't know really, more on top of that topic because now it's basically showing that they put these in a plan for us. And then raise the bar with the percentages out of an inconvenience factor to give back to us, right? That's what they're saying. That's what we have to believe and run with, right? That's all we have. And so, which is, it is interesting because, yeah, they definitely didn't like really warn us on that. But they went ahead and did what they had to do. And so, long story short with that is we only can control what we can control, right? We hope for the best. And personally, them doing all this, right? They're making changes to the back office. They're adding new plans. Like all this stuff takes footwork, right? It takes, programming, and it takes a lot of, just efforts and money and time to do this. And so personally, with deals like this I've been involved with, they don't do anything like this. They don't communicate. And now their communication to me has been really good. You got to understand they probably have hundreds of thousands of people blowing them up, and I've been responded to pretty much on point, except for the times that they're down because they run on a different time zone than myself. So, but they always respond, and so I think they've treated that as good as they can, and they have a lot going on right now. But in my eyes, Beurax would be silly to do anything to do us wrong because of how much money they're able to generate and make and how great. Imagine when all this, kind of folds through and they have an upgraded system and everything's working smoothly. Imagine how big we can grow with this, coming into the end of the month, right? Obviously, we're going to test some things out and see what's here. All the updates are literally just happened today, this morning. It's 1:05 p.m. here. And so this is all very new, right? And we're going to keep learning more about it. But I just wanted to make this video to just give you guys a hands-on deck, sort of view of what to expect here. And I'm willing to, do a withdrawal and kind of mess around with some stuff just to show you guys. So you see those there. Now, if we go to my deposits, you're going to see, and this is similar to your back office as well. So they had went in and created these two new ones, right? With some of those balances. There's not an Ethereum option. So they most likely took, if we go and do the math, which we can do if we would, let's go look at it. So we've got 0.4 Bitcoin, and this was processed about 4 hours ago, it looks like. And so 0.4 Bitcoin is equal to, at least at this very moment that I'm calculating this, 0.0419. It's about mine shows $201, right? And then you have 747 here. So if we go back to withdrawal history and we look at, there's 114, 162. Um, 0.18 Ethereum is about 275, and then 0.0019, I think it's about in Bitcoin, I think that's about $100. 0.0019 also. Yeah, 199. It's about $92. And then you've got the 300 here. And then this one, I'm not adding these up. I'm just trying to get a rough estimate. 0.3457. So yeah, that's probably pretty close, right? You've got easily probably 700 so here that they threw in. I mean, we're just looking at this, right? I'm unveiling this together with you guys. So you look at my deposits, that 004 and then that 747 is probably equal to all of those combined, right? Um, I mean, we can all have to go back and look. I don't want to waste your guys' time doing the math here. We'll do it after. But from what I understand, all those withdrawals in the withdrawal history that have the red X's were the ones that didn't go through. And this is what your account should pretty much relay as well, is they took these and they put them into that other plan that they created. And from my understanding, they did this because they were just having so many withdrawals coming in on a daily basis, and then a new day comes, right? So we usually have new profits, so we withdraw. So I mean, like my account, what was there, 5 or 6 withdrawals there? And so obviously when I was seeing it, I was withdrawing just like most of you guys, and that's what we've always been doing so far in the journey of Beurax. So they put that together, and this is probably the most efficient and easy way for them to handle all of the withdrawals, right? Obviously, it was unexpected, but how great is it that now they just put some money to work for us on a higher level, right? With the returns being a lot more, a lot bigger, right? So you've got the 5.2, and then you had the what was the newer one, it was like a 7. I can't remember the percentage on that. So but anyway, you've got these here, right? You can still make these investments if you feel that you need to or that you want to. You've got some really good returns here, I mean, in 10 business days. So let's not look too much into that. Obviously, I think most of us are not really wanting to put more money into Beurax right now, which is fine, totally understandable, but you are safe to do so, right? Obviously, they've said so, but that's up to you. Now, these are new earnings, right? This was all at zero just like an hour ago. So this came in, and I'm curious, right? I want to see, what a new withdrawal, because if we're able to refer people and they're giving us double the compensation, then I wouldn't see why we would stop until we wait till the 31st, right? I would see us, why not continue to grow with those benefits. So I know that I'm going to do Ethereum, and we're going to see. Now, this is not, I don't expect this to hit my account at all. I just want to see what we're able to do here. So I know the minimum withdrawal of USD is, I think, around 30. To test that out, we can just let's try 10, right? So yeah, see, minimum 30 USD, exactly. So we're going to go ahead and do 30 and submit this, right? I'm assuming it's going to work like it always does. And typically when I do withdrawals, it usually hits my account by like midnight to 1 a.m. where I have it sent to. Ethereum obviously works faster. So anyway, we're just doing this as a test. So it says successful. It took the 50, right? Now we're going to go into our withdrawal history, and we should see it there. Now we are all used to that, right? This is exactly what we've expected. So my question is, is this going to come through like normal? I mean, obviously they've said it could be in a minute up to 3 business days. I believe that's what they're going after here, right? They basically grabbed everybody's withdrawals that were pending, they put them into a plan, and said anything moving forward should come as normal in a withdrawal form from 1 minute to 3 business days, right? And so that's where I really see us standing, right? I mean, there's nothing else to really be worried about. and go from. Obviously, they're communicating with us. They're doing upgrades and plans. If you go to their YouTube channel, let me hurry and dive over there real quick and just show you guys. They have 35 languages. They're constantly updating that. I imagine they may have a video coming out to explain a lot of this as well, and I'll even ask them if they can address the public. Susan can address the public with a video. That would be very helpful. So we can see if that comes out. But as you see, I was just pulling up their YouTube. And I've never seen companies like this, right? There's several deals out there where you can get a return on your investment, and they usually do. They usually don't last very long. And so with Beurax, right, as a community in Crypto Wealth Club, we've always really strived to dive in and learn the program and see, how legit it is and all that. And they're to have an even official, channel here with all these updates in every language. The last update was 5 days ago. I just don't see them putting in this kind of work and this kind of effort and this kind of professionalism um, for them to just up and leave, right? So I know that that's a worry for some. That's okay. And it can continue to be a worry if you like it to be, right? I operate a little differently. We've got everything in front of our face, and we can only control what we can control. If we worry about so many things that are out of our control, you're gonna kill yourself. You're gonna be frustrated to the max, and I just don't think that's really worth it, right? Now, totally understanding of everyone's concerns. I've got a lot invested in Beurax, no doubt, and so we always want this to work out in our favor. So I just wanted to do this video and just kind of show you what I'm seeing. Right. Um, I did plan on having this video out to you guys before obviously I see this withdraw, but I will give everybody an update to as of when this comes through, right? So my personal recommendation, right? This is just my recommendation. You don't have to do or say or even follow anything that I have to say. But when naturally when people are working on a website or something, right? They typically would close the door so they can work on it without people going in and doing a bunch of stuff. Now they aren't doing that, which I think is great. That gives everybody a little bit more ease of mind. But if thousands of us go in there and we're messing with this and we're withdrawn and we're doing this and that, I don't know if that holds up, right? I don't know if that slows things down. Personally, if it was and it was a problem, they would have not have allowed it, right? So the fact that we can go in here and withdraw these funds because these are the new ones coming in, right? Down here, I'm going to imagine this is going to be your profits from the new investments that they placed, right? So tomorrow, you saw that I had some USD, the deposit plan. So they put this one in for me and this one in. So tomorrow, morning, pretty much 24 hours from this time, I should see um, some daily profits in Bitcoin and the USD here. That's what this box is for. But as we are told, this won't be withdrawable, if that's even a word, until the 31st, the first, whatever that lands for you while you're, in your time zone. So, yeah, I mean, that's it. That's what I am understanding. So, take it as you would like. This is really everything we have at the moment. I know that, we're getting more updates. Myself, I'm pretty well connected with corporate, but our upline is even more so on a personal level. So I get, some feedback from them as well. And so all the updates will keep coming out, you guys. But moral of the story is it's all right here. They didn't announce things, completely right off the bat, but this is the best we have, right, as far as the updates and the news. And so we're just going to run with it, and we're going to appreciate, and be positive, and just take it day by day. That's all we can do. So if you guys can help everybody understand, what is that exactly going on, and just help everybody in your teams stay patient, stay calm, right? There's really no reason at all to do anything different than that, right? It doesn't help the situation. And, I personally think with everything they're doing, it's going to have a good turnout because, everyone's deep thought is, oh, they're just going to up and leave. And it's like, well, they would have already done that already, right? If you go to the trading, and you understand how this stuff works, you go to the trading platform and you understand how this stuff works, the profits are insane. And the fact that the crypto market, if you look at like a day ago, let's look at this last week. And so it's all kind of climbing back up. The market was bloody. They call it blood in the streets, right? Because of the market being so crazy. Um, in the last, pretty much all weekend was pretty brutal. So this is still trying to load some stuff. So we'll see if it loads. But it was pretty brutal, right? There was a lot of dips, and so now everything's catching itself back up. Maybe some of this had to do with anything they were doing. But we'll allow this stuff to update, and that's really the best thing we can do, you guys, is literally just be patient, let things unfold as they are, and we'll stay, plugged in the best we can. So anyway, hopefully this helps you guys. Let me know your thoughts and questions. If you have any, reach out to me, and we will continue to learn more as things are being developed and completed. So thanks, guys.